His video really missed the mark on sharing products and tools that you can use to activate on those. And since he's not trying to sell you something, I am. I will have affiliate links down below though. I'm gonna break down Alex Hormozi's $100 million sleep routine and tips. It's gonna help with longevity, creativity, memory, focus, removing your food cravings, making you more attractive, curing cancer, and making you less depressed and less anxious, all by sleeping. Well, he didn't say those exact words, but sleep is one of the foundational pillars of living a healthier life. I'm gonna go through his presentation and recommend different kinds of products and my experiences behind them in terms of what you should look for when you're trying to buy that specific thing. His first PowerPoint slide is all about beliefs, and since beliefs are free and there's no way for me to make money off of that, we'll just skip. Now environment, the very first category. He said make your room cold, and I definitely agree with this. There's been a lot of studies that show if you have your room temperature around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, it can help you fall asleep faster. Buy like a room AC that you can find like on Home Depot. The next two options that I really like is ChiliSleep and 8Sleep. They make these kind of mattress cooling pads as well as mattress cooling weighted blankets that you can buy. I have a review of both of them. These will just automate the process of cooling your bed so you don't have to think about turning your AC down, and it's a little bit less energy costs. Houseplants in the sleeping room. I like a snake plant. I think I've been told that they can help with like cleaning up the air quality as well. So there's some really good snake plants that I like to buy. They're easy to maintain, and if you forget to water them, snake plants are resistant to people who just aren't good at taking care of plants. Weighted blankets. These are really good if you have emotionally unavailable parents because you can put the weighted blanket on yourself and feel like someone is hugging you and giving you love. I honestly love it. It's the best thing ever. I've never felt so much love in my life. And they say 10% of your body weight. One thing I have noticed that there's different sizes of weighted blankets that you can get. So if you get a really big king size weighted blanket at 20 pounds, you're not having that entire 20 pounds on your body. Whereas if you get like a half queen weighted blanket at 20 pounds, the distribution of weight it's much more centered and you'll feel more pressure. So do 10%, but if you get a really big blanket, actually increase the amount of weight. I'm about 205, I'm a thick boy. So I have a 20-pound weighted blanket, but it's pretty wide. I wish I went with like a 22 or 25 weighted blanket. Mozi Nation, Sherv Nation, same thing, right? Help support the channel by using my affiliate links down below. Next, a great mattress. This is absolutely huge. Honestly, game changer for me. It's really hard to find a good mattress. You have to experiment. What's really nice is some of these mattress companies now offer 30-day, 100-day trials. So you can just buy the mattress that best fits your needs, sleep on it for 30 days, see if it really works for you, because you won't be able to tell with just one night or one time laying on it, and then keep that mattress that works for you, return the ones that don't. Right? Find out, are you a side sleeper, back sleeper, stomach sleeper, and then figure out which types of mattresses best fit your body and your body shape. White noise machine or app. So this is essentially blocking out noise. There are some cool apps that you can download that will have white noise. There are some sleep trackers that I also use, like 8Sleep and Aura, which will have kind of these white noise features built into it. It's an option, or you can buy purely a white noise / pink noise app. I honestly prefer just having an air filter because that can kind of create the subtle hum, and then it's also cleaning out the air because high levels of particulate matter, or PM, have been shown to increase levels of depression. And I have asthma as well, so having clean air in the bedroom while you're sleeping, I think is critical. Also, earplugs from Amazon. Make sure to find the ones that you like and fit in your ear. I've tried the ones that you kind of squiggle in, but they pop out of my ears, and my ears just feel really uncomfortable. You can get the Bose Sleep Buds, or you can get custom-made earplugs, which is kind of what I would like, the silicone ones that you kind of put in. It's just, you can't reuse them as often. Remove anything that creates a lot of excess noise, whether that's the traffic outside, your sleeping partner. Those are really simple noises to cut out of your space. Next, he mentions Orthotic Pillow. So like I said, buy 5 pillows and toss them. I would recommend you return them because the company can maybe recycle them. Typically, they'll have 30-day return policies. I know 8Sleep has this cool like cooling pillow. Next, sleeping buddies in separate bedrooms. Now, some of us need to find out how to get that sleeping buddy. Some of us need to find how we can afford a separate bedroom. Intake. So this is where it gets into what you should consume before bed. So Prestige Labs has this thing called Sleep Multiplier. I've never heard of it. I actually did order it. It has a lot of those things that people have mentioned can help improve your sleep at night. And magnesium is a big one that I consistently try to use. Right now I'm testing out Natural Stacks MagTech. I've been using this for over a year. I recently just purchased the Thorn Magnesium Glycinate. So I'm gonna start testing this out. I just need to open it. I also sometimes take glycine. There's GABA. I think valerian root is another one that's mentioned. There's this company called Proper that also does these sleep supplements. For the most part, these just have a different set of formula and ratios of all of these things. I think magnesium is the most important one because we can be deficient in it due to our plants and our dietary choices and styles. So just find a good type of magnesium and a good brand to take, and you might have to experiment with different kinds, and you might have enough magnesium. And that's why I think it's really important to do a blood test and really understand where your levels are actually at. Next, he mentioned salt tablets. I used to use this company called Tri-Oral on Amazon, or I started using this company called Element. I kept seeing these ads for them, and they actually have no sugar. I think it's like there's stevia, not some stevia in there, which is fine, but they have a non-flavored version, which I'm going to stick to the non-flavored just to minimize the amount of things I'm putting in my body. But this one, for the most part, has your salts, right? Your sodium, potassium, and magnesium. You can also just buy these by themselves and kind of make your own mix. That'll be the cheapest possible way. Next, Alex Hormozi mentions having Gatorade Zero right before you go to bed. I don't recommend that because this stuff but it can have a lot of things that you don't really want in it. There's been this new drink that actually came out called Prime, and it actually has some magnesium and it has less amount of the sugary and sweet portions of it. And it's kind of like a little bit healthier, right? Ideally, I don't want to be drinking stuff like this, but so if you are going to be having a Gatorade Zero and a salt tablet, I would pick Prime and a salt tablet if you really had to. But honestly, I just prefer water and salt. Eating at the same time every day, the best way to do that is set an alarm. You can buy an Apple Watch to help you do that, right? If you can't spend money to solve your problems, what's the point of spending money anyways? Next, he mentions these nose strips that you can put over. They can help. There's probably some cheap ones on Amazon. I've never actually used them, but I'll leave a link down below. Another up and coming trend is mouth tape. This can be kind of risky. Please consult your doctor. I have a double deviated septum, so it's really hard to breathe through my nose. I have tried it. I've used the ones with the slit, and I didn't die. Consult your doctor. Creams and sprays. You want to keep yourself young. You want to minimize all the wrinkles coming around your eyes and your forehead. I like to use Tiege Hanley. Yes, you see it all over, and then they're spending a lot of money on marketing, but actually I've tried all different kinds of brands, and this one I actually do like. It makes your face feel really nice. They have like this PM formula. Peppermint, mint oil. I honestly would just go for something on Amazon. Keep it easy, lightly over your mustache. Neti Pot. I have never used it. I'm just freaked out by it. I don't like using it, but because of my large and non-functioning nose, my doctor did recommend this Neomed sinus rinse that I got off Amazon. You put a little bit of salt in there that they give you, and then you kind of squeeze it in one and it comes out the other. Very similar to a Neti Pot. And then one thing he didn't mention is humidifier, dehumidifier, and air filter. I'll mention 3 down below. I like the Coway and the Blue air filters, and then a humidifier and dehumidifier depending on where you live. So in New York City here right now, I need a dehumidifier during the summer because it can get really humid inside, and then during the winter it gets really dry, so I need a humidifier to rehumidify the air. Cut stimulants after 10 a.m. This is a big one. I try to do it noon and 2 p.m., but I think he's right. Honestly, cut the stimulants. Yes, it might seem like it's not affecting you, but actually it can have a big dramatic effect. Eating last 2 meals before bed. I love the Oura Ring. It actually yells at me when I eat really late to bed. It'll say, hey, your heart rate was high during the first part of your night. Did you eat last night? So that kind of reminds me and keeps my behavior in check. As long as you don't obsess over the values, it can be helpful. Stop drinking alcohol. This one's huge. I'm using the Whoop strap and the Oura Ring, and they both yell at me whenever I drink alcohol, even if it's just one drink. And there have been some recent studies that show that it decreases your brain size. My brain is already as small as it needs to be. AM sunlight, 20 minutes in the morning, preferably 30. Get an hour in the entire day. And if you can't get sunlight and you want to rather pay for artificial sunlight, because we love artificial sugar, artificial sunlight, we'll go with it. Get one of these little things on Amazon. They create this high amount of light and lux to make it replicate like you are at the sun. Also, I've heard red light therapy as well. I use the Juve. I'll have that link below, can also support. But the sun is free. Walk before bed 15 minutes or less. So if you don't like to go outside and you like to be a hermit like me, you can buy this walking treadmill on Amazon, put it underneath your desk, and walk for 15 minutes before you go to bed. Work out earlier in the day. So I actually like these 2 apps called Copilot and Future. They can give you personal training to help you work out, and then that coach can keep you accountable to working out earlier in the day. Screens off 2 hours before bedtime. On this, there's a little feature called like the sleep feature. I would go into your iPhone and turn that on. I actually have it activated at like 10 p.m. so that way it kind of makes my phone darker. It hides all my notifications, helps guide me into a way of using my phone less often. Meditate for a few minutes before bed. This one, you can use the Muse S headband. It's like this brain tracking headband that you can put. I have a review link down below, and they give you 5, 10 minute, 20 minute meditations that you can use. It makes it easy because you have this physical thing it's like, oh, it's reminding you to actually remember to meditate before bed. Also, Andrew Huberman recommends Yoga Nidra. There's this app called Reverie, I think. I haven't tried it yet, but you can download Reverie. And lastly, adequate chill time before you go to bed. I didn't cover all these facts, but create a wind down time. You can even set a goal of like 1 hour, half an hour before bed, I'm going to wind down. And then every time you fail, you can send me a Venmo at Shervin. Just send me like $5 to $20. And then remove anything that's high effort and low impact on your lifestyle. The most important thing is do most of these things most of the time and don't buy any of these products. But if you enjoyed these sleep products, go check out my review on the Oura Ring. Alex Hormozi, from one Persian man with a mustache to another. Thank you for watching. He definitely didn't watch this. Now go to sleep. Peace.